GMC makes money hand over fist by selling expensive luxury pickup trucks. That much has been true for years. But only recently have modern trucks moved from utilitarian workhorses to jacks of all trades that need to fit right in, whether it's work time or family time. And considering some of these bad boys can reach north of $60,000, modern trucks had damn well better be able to do both, and do them well. The 2019 GMC Sierra does precisely that. In my opinion, it's less of a workhorse that can take the family to dinner in style, and more of a 7-foot-tall Cadillac that just so happens to tow 12,100 pounds. Let's see how it manages this balancing act. The Sierra and its sibling, the Chevy Silverado, were both updated for the 2019 model year. But unlike the Silverado, the Sierra managed not to get hit with any ugly sticks on its way down the redesigned tree. The front end is about as aggressive as the truck's front end can be, with a large, strong chrome grille that takes up anywhere between 80 and 100% of the front end, and strong, sharp lines just about everywhere else you look. The rear end also has the angry, boxy look to it, but the main drawback here is GMC's new Multi-Pro tailgate. It has a tailgate within the tailgate that allows a little bit more versatility than you might normally get. Need a table for your laptop? Done. Need to extend the bed just a little bit? Done. Need a bigger step up into the bed itself? Also done. Some pretty clever stuff. The interior, by comparison, is a bit more evolution than revolution. A lot of the same design layout from the previous generation is still here, with the infotainment system up top, the climate controls in the middle, and a bank of functions underneath. And there are plenty of physical buttons for all three of these tiers because, as anybody who's worn gloves knows, it's hard to use touchscreens or little buttons with them on. And thankfully, because this is the size of a small moon, there is tons of room both front and back, and yes, the leather seats are pretty comfortable. Now, if you're the kind of person who has more USB devices than people in the car, you're in luck. This specific tester has not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but 6 separate USB ports. 2 up here in the front, 2 here in the center console, and 2 in the back. Now, each of those banks come with one normal USB Type-A connector, the little square guy you're used to, but the other one is a USB Type-C. It's a smaller connection that is meant to charge your devices faster. Now, if for some reason you don't like cables at all, despite having 6 USB ports, you can still opt for a wireless phone charger using the Qi standard right up here in the front, which on my tester came as part of a $6,825 premium package that adds, just about every creature comfort known to man. All current trims of Sierra on sale come with an 8-inch touchscreen, with navigation being optional. It uses the latest version of GM software, which is not only prettier, it's faster, and it also allows you to log into a user profile that'll let you carry certain settings from car to car. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come along for the ride, as does a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. But my favorite part of the infotainment system is the entire corner dedicated to trailering, which, if you've ever carried one or more trailers around on your truck, will feel like a godsend. Now, I am in love with the cameras on the 2019 Sierra. A quick tap of the camera button on the infotainment system brings up every single standard and optional camera that this car has. Tight parking spot? Pull up the mirror cameras and watch your wheels. Stickler for parking straight? Bam, top-down view. Not very good at hooking up your trailer? Boom goes the dynamite, there's a camera for that, too. Well, the good news is, if you are familiar with how an empty pickup truck drives, you will undoubtedly dig the Sierra's handling. It tackles bad roads pretty well, and it won't really rustle your jimmies too bad on the highway either. Now, for something with the aerodynamic profile of an office building, you might expect a fair bit of wind noise, but the cabin is surprisingly quiet, save for just a little bit of noise coming from the suspension and tires underneath. The Sierra's optional 6.2-liter V8 is a sweet engine, offering a surprising amount of get up and go thanks to 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Now, even if you're not in the right gear, thankfully there's plenty of torque to push you along, which is good because, well, I'm not exactly a fan of how the 10-speed automatic takes its dear sweet time to find a gear when you give the pedal a nice firm push. On the other side, the upshifts are firm but smooth. Now, the EPA says that this spec of Sierra will get about 15 mpg city and 20 mpg highway, and I think those numbers are not only feasible, they're pretty easily beatable. I'm seeing about 22 to 24 mpg on the highway at 70 miles an hour with very little effort on my part, and about closer to the EPA estimate of 15 in the city. Throw 1,000 pounds of rocks in the back or hook up an Airstream trailer though, and all bets are off. Now, truck packaging could make up its own whole 10-minute video, so I'll just speak to this specific tester. This four-wheel drive crew cab SLT Sierra starts at $51,495, including destination. But with my tester's massive premium pack, the 6.2-liter V8 and other options, that brings it up to a hefty $62,605. It is a lot of money, but to be fair, it's a whole lot of truck. But thankfully, you won't need to buy both a truck and a family car. The Sierra plays both sides of the coin extremely well. It'll do all the truck stuff you need it to do, and then turn around on a dime and not even require a change of clothes before taking the family and friends somewhere nice.